everybody, it's me, Timmy Flowers Guy, here with another vlog about the video games that I used to own and the video games I've played. In this episode, in this vlog, I'm going to show you the NES games that I've played, the NES games that I've owned, the NES games I've played, and the Super Nintendo games that I've played. So it's a mixture of both systems. First up on the list is Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt. 2 games and 1 cartridge. You got Mario Brothers, you got Duck Hunt. This was the one my brother. Now, I forgot to mention how I got a Nintendo. My brother had a Nintendo since he was a kid. And when I got older, when I was able to walk and talk, my brother used to play Nintendo every day, and my sisters played it too. I never really got to play Nintendo yet, the NES yet, until I was like maybe I would say 8 years old. I started. The thing is, the Nintendo my brother had was broke, and one day I just really wanted to play Nintendo again. And this was around I think 93, going into 94. And I really wanted to play Nintendo, so my dad and brother were able to hook the Nintendo up. In my room, I played Super Mario Bros. I played Duck Hunt for a little bit. Sometimes the games worked, sometimes they didn't. But it is what it is. I don't remember, we also put this back upstairs as well, but for a while it was in my room. So that's the story of the Nintendo. This is one of the first games my brother got was a Nintendo. The Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt. Mario Bros. Is fun. Duck Hunt's a very fun game. But it gets hard. The difficulty level raises. Next game on my list is another NES game, and that game is Blaze of Steel by Konami. I remember my brother and his friends used to play this game, and I played this game a couple of times. I wasn't really that good, but I'm really good at the fighting part of the game, so this one's really fun. Next game on the list is another NES game, and this is Super Mario Brothers 2. I never knew that this game existed, because I was always playing the third game and the first game, but I remember I borrowed this game from my cousin Matt back in 1990, I think 1993, or 94 it might have been, because I think it might have been 94 because we went to my Uncle Paul's on New Year's and my cousin Matt let me borrow this game. And this game is a little different than the traditional Mario game. This is actually based on a Japanese game called Doki Doki Panic. But this game, Super Mario 2, this is actually a fun game. You can play as Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, Toad, and I think that's about it. You also play Mario, of course. So this game is pretty good. Wasn't a bad game. I spent hours on end trying to beat this game. Me and my sister spent hours on end trying to beat this game as well. I think this game does have a save feature. I'm not sure, but it's a fun game to play. Next game on the list is Super Mario Bros. 3. Now this was one of the best Mario games I have ever played. I remember playing this game with my brothers and sisters at my house. I remember going down the shore and all of us just gathering around the TV and playing this masterpiece of an NES game. In this game, you do all kinds of stuff in this game. You can do a lot more than you can in the first 2 installments of Mario. This game is the best Mario game on the NES. I highly recommend you play it. Next game on the list is another great game, and that game, another great NES game, and that game is Kirby's Adventure. Oh my god. I remember going to my cousin Matt's house, going to my Uncle Paul's house, and my cousin Matt, who was still living there at the time. I remember I played this game, and I had a lot of fun with this one. I asked him if I could borrow it, and he said sure. So I borrowed this game for a couple of days, and I played the hell out of this game. I wasn't as good as my sister, though, but we both enjoyed this game. Kirby's Adventure is a great NES game. I recommend that one as well. Next game on the list is the original Donkey Kong. Now, I don't know if this is a Donkey Kong that my cousin Nick and Steve had, but this is a game that I borrowed off of them. I tried to play this, and I wasn't good. I just kept getting hit with the barrels. This isn't my favorite game. I wasn't a big fan of this one. Next game on this list, Adventure Island 2 by Hudson Soft. This is a fun game. You can ride dinosaurs. You collect cool items. It's a great platformer. I highly recommend this one on the NES. Next game on the list is WrestleMania Steel Cage Challenge for the NES. I played this game for my cousin Matt's house. The wrestlers do have their theme music. You can play as Macho Man, Randy Savage, Bret the Hitman Hart, The Undertaker, The Mountie, Ted DiBiase, and Hulk Hogan. I played this game at my cousin Matt's house. Let me tell you, I was horrible at this game. This was not my favorite wrestling game. So, I got much to say about this one. Next game on the list is Dick Tracy. This game sucks. It's a piece of shit, and I regret playing it. Stay clear of this one. Next game on the list, Back to the Future 2 and 3. I hated this game. It's a piece of shit. You want to watch a movie instead. You'll get better enjoyment out of it. Next game on the list is Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I love this game. Even though I wasn't really good at it, I enjoyed watching my brother play it. I tried to play it, but I just wasn't good at it. But this game is iconic. Next game on the list is The Legend of Zelda for the NES. This is the first game. I played this, did not know what the hell to do. My cousin Matt was the expert on this game, and my cousins Nick and Steve were the experts in this game as well. So I don't know much to say about it, but this game is iconic. Next game on the list is Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link. This is the sequel to The Legend of Zelda. This game is more complicated than the first game. I played this, didn't know what to do. I died, and that was it. Well, I died in the game, and that was it. But this game does have some iconic appeal to it. Next game on the list is Battletoads for the NES. I've talked about the Sega Genesis version of Battletoads, but this version was fun as well. This game was fun as well. You take control of either 3 characters, Zit, Pimple, and Rash. 3 of the main Battletoads characters. I played this game. I got to the level where you dangle through a cave, and I died, and that was it. But this game's fun. I like it, but this is a lot. The difficulty level in this game is unfairly difficult. But this game is fun to play. Next game is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Played this game, didn't know what the hell to do. I got killed. I got killed by an enemy. That was it, and I gave up on it. I borrowed this game from my cousins, Nick and Steve, and I gave it back to them because I did not know what the hell to do. This is a terrible game.
Did you vacuum up there? I just didn't want to spray it.
Next game on the list is a sequel to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This game is even better. This game is better than the first, and this game is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game based on the coin-op arcade game. This game was very difficult. I was able to get pretty far in this one. This is a good game. It's better than the first game. I highly recommend this one. And there's another one that I highly recommend, and that game for the NES is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3: The Manhattan Project. The Manhattan Project. This is a sequel to T2, the arcade game. This game, TMNT2, the arcade game, this game was fun to play. I enjoyed it. I got pretty far, but did not get to the last guy. But I tried my best. This is a good game. I highly recommend this one. Next game on the list is Rambo. This game. Next game is Rambo. This game is a piece of shit. You don't really get to do anything at the beginning of the game. It's all text and a bunch of crap. You don't really get to do anything in this game until you get to the first mission. This game's a piece of shit. Don't play it. Next game on the list is Kiwi Craze. I played this game for a few minutes, got bored with it, and I never played it again. I played this at my cousin Matt's house. My Uncle Paul's house. Next game on the list is Ninja Gaiden. Borrowed this from my cousins, Nick and Steve. This game's so hard that I could not get past the first level. So I gave up on that one. Next game on the list is Maniac Mansion. This game is not fun. Don't play it. Next game on the list is Mario is Missing. I thought this would be a fun game, but this is an educational Nintendo game. I got no problem with educational games, but aren't educational games, aren't they supposed to be fun? And aren't you supposed to learn while having fun? Well, I played this game, and I didn't have any fun. This game sucked. Next game on the list is Yoshi's Cookie. I played this game at my friend Billy's house back in, I think, 1995. He had a Nintendo, an NES, and a Sega, so we played his NES, and I played Yoshi's Cookie. This is a fun puzzle game. I really enjoyed it. Next game on the list is Tiny Toon Adventures, a very fun platformer. I also enjoyed this one. I played this one over my friend Billy's house. This was a great game too. Very fun to play. You can play as different characters as well in this game, I think. Next game on the list is Contra. Played this game. It was hard. I played this game. Got up to the third level, died, and that was it. My brother, he was really good at this game, so this game isn't iconic, but it's a very difficult one. Next game on the list is Winter Games. I don't know why I played this. Very boring game. Next game on the list is Mega Man 5. I think I borrowed this game from my cousins Nick and Steve. I think, back in either, 93 at the time. That was the time Cinnamon Sugar Pop-Tarts came out. So, This is a fun game. I like the Mega Man games. They're iconic. Next game on the list is Friday the 13th. Did not know what to do with this one, so I stopped playing it. Borrowed this one from my cousins as well. Okay, now we're getting into Super NES category. We're getting into Super NES territory right here. Let's see how much time I got left on this video here. Now we're getting into Super Nintendo territory here. Okay. Now we're getting into Super Nintendo territory here. And let me tell you a little story about the Super Nintendo. I never bought a Super Nintendo, so I missed the boat on the Super Nintendo. But whenever I went to my cousin's house in Wilkes-Barre, they would have a Super Nintendo. And this was one of the games that they had for the Super Nintendo. Super Mario World. I played this game. It wasn't that good. My sister was okay at it. But the people who really knew how to play this game were my cousins, Gregory and Paul, and my Aunt Ellen. She loved video games, and she was good at this game. I remember just watching her play, and I just being amazed at how good she was at this game. This is a fun Mario game for the 16-bit Super NES. Next game on the list is another good Super Nintendo game. And this game is Super Mario All-Stars. This game is a compilation game. But they use Super NES graphics for the games in this one. They have Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. 2, Super Mario Bros. 3, and Super Mario Brothers: The Lost Levels. Later copies of this game had Super Mario World compiled on the game. So you probably get the updated version of Super Mario All-Stars. But if you like the classic Mario games, this game is for you. I highly recommend this one. Next game on the list is Super Mario Kart. A very fun Mario racer. I remember me, my sister, my cousins, Gregory and Paul all played this game on the Super Nintendo. Well, we only had 2 players, so 2 people had to take turns. But this game is fun. You can play as Mario, Donkey Kong, Luigi, Princess Peach, Bowser, and a couple of other characters, I think. It's a really good kart racer. Next game on the list is Snake, Rattle, and Roll. This is a puzzle kind of like a puzzle platforming game. Played this with my cousin's Matt, my cousin's Matt's house, and I had a fun time with this one. This game is a really good game. Very underrated, but really good. That's for the NES. Next game on the list is Street Fighter 2 Turbo for the Super NES. This is on the Sega Genesis. They have Special Champion Edition. On the Super Nintendo, they have Street Fighter 2 Turbo, which is a port of the arcade version. This game is fun. I remember playing it. Wasn't that good at it. Did not do special moves. But the graphics in this game were incredible, and the sound on this game was incredible. I love this game, and my cousin Paul was the expert at this game. My cousin Gregory, I think he was okay at it. My cousin Paul knew how to play this game. He was very good at it. He knew how to do M-Licensed Psycho Crusher, which was pretty cool. Next game on the list is Street Fighter 2 Super. Street Fighter 2 Super, but on the Sega Genesis, it's called The New Challengers. This is the same kind of game, but this is a good one. This is a very good Street Fighter game. I remember my cousin Gregory all saying to me, play every single Street Fighter game there is. It's the same game. And I said, not all of them are. This is Street Fighter 2 Super. And this is a good game. A really good game. Next game on the list is Pit Fighter for the Super Nintendo. This game is unfairly difficult. Tried playing it, got my ass kicked the first time, and I gave up. This version is a piece of shit. I highly recommend the Genesis version of Pit Fighter or the arcade version. They're both good games. But the Super Nintendo version sucks. Next game on the list is Saturday Night Slam Masters. My cousin Paul rented this game. I remember playing two-player mode of this game with him, and he was really good at this game. This is a port of the the arcade hit Saturday Night Slam Masters. In this game, you play as a lot of different wrestlers. Mike Hagler, the Final Fight, is in this game. This game is pretty cool. I like it. Next game on the list is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters. This is the Super Nintendo version. This is the best version of this game you can get. The Sega Genesis version is a piece of shit, but this version is a gem. This is a masterpiece of fighting games. I remember trying to play this, and I was alright at it. I played two-player mode with my cousin Paul and my cousin Gregory. My cousin Paul fought through the whole game, and he beat the game with all the turtles. So this is a pretty fun fighting game. But stay away from the Sega Genesis version, and believe it or not, there's an NES version. Who knew? Next game on the list is Mortal Kombat for the Super Nintendo. This game has no blood code. When you punch people, sand comes out of them, or sweat, or whatever. This version sucks. Don't play this version. You want to play a good Mortal Kombat game? Play Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat on the Genesis. Get the blood code, and play Mortal Kombat 2 on the Genesis as well. And Mortal Kombat 3 on the Genesis. Also, Mortal Kombat 2 and Mortal Kombat 3 is good on the Super Nintendo as well. So try those games out. Next game on the list is Super Metroid. Played this game at my cousin's house, Gregory and Paul, when they moved to Louisiana. Played this game, didn't know what to do, so I didn't play it again. Next game on the list is Spider-Man X-Men Arcade's Revenge. This is a Super Nintendo version of that game. This game is a piece of shit, and I hate it. This game sucks. Don't play it. Next game on the list is Double Dragon. This is the fighting game. Double Dragon for the Super Nintendo. This is the Super Nintendo version of that game. This is Double Dragon, The Shadow Falls for the Super Nintendo. Played this game. It was okay. The difficulty level is a lot easier than the Genesis version. So this game is not bad. Next game on the list is Tom and Jerry for the Super Nintendo. Me, my cousin Paul and Gregory, we rented this game at the local Blockbuster in Wilkesboro, PA. It's a pretty fun game. It's alright. Not my cup of tea, though. Next game on the list is The Addams Family for the Super Nintendo. This is a fun platformer. Not a bad platformer. This game is a hit and miss. So, try it out if you want. Next game on the list is F-Zero. I remember my cousin Paul found this game in his room. It was one of his missing Super NES games. He found it and we all played this game, and it had two-player mode on it. And it was a fun racing game. I recommend it. Next game on the list is Mario Paint. I played this game at one of my friends in the neighborhood. And this game was really fun to play. You can make your own music, draw your own pictures. It's a fun game, a very fun game. I highly recommend it. Next game on the list is the Super Nintendo version of NHL 94. Played this game with my cousin Paul and Gregory's house. This game was alright. I was okay at it, but there's no fighting in this version. Sadly, they took the fighting out of this one. Next game on the list is WWF Monday Night Raw. I played this game at my friend Billy's house back in 1995, and it was a fun game. It's a great wrestling game. I highly recommend it. Next game on the list is an absolute piece of shit, and that game for the Super Nintendo was Home Alone 2. This game sucked. I stopped playing it because it was a piece of shit. I really wanted to rent it, thinking it was going to be better than the Genesis, but it's even worse than the Genesis version. Don't ever play this game. It's a piece of shit. Next game on the list is Bartman meets Radioactive Man for the NES. Played this at my cousin Matt's house. Did not know what to do, so I gave up on it. Next game on the list is Bart versus the Space Mutants. This game was really fun. I enjoyed it. I remember playing this game at my dad's friend's house, and his son had an NES, and we were playing Bart versus the Space Mutants. This game gets a bad rap, but it's not bad. And I just found out that there was also a Sega Genesis version, but that version was only available in Europe on the Mega Drive. Excellent. Alright. That was the last game. Yep, that was definitely the last game, guys. Thank you for joining me. I'm glad I could share my NES and Super NES memories with all of you. I hope you have a great day. Whatever's going on in your life, don't give up. Keep fighting, because things will get better if you believe in yourself and you don't give up. Thank you, everyone, and have a great day.